I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along. I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me today as we get some deep cleaning done. Bobby and the boys are still out of town, and one of the things on my list I really wanted to get done while they were gone was the boys' room. Like, I wanted to give it a thorough deep cleaning, mainly their mattresses. So this is a little like not embarrassing, but like annoying situation. We use mattress protectors in our house. Like, I live and die by a mattress protector. But for some reason, the ones I got the boys for their mattress are horrible. And I have to buy new ones because they just don't work. So their mattresses are definitely needing a really good, like, deep cleaning because between sweat and soda spills and whatever, they've just gotten stained over time. So I really wanted to go in and give them a really good deep cleaning that I haven't been able to do while they're home just because of like the dry time and things like that. So I'm going in with some hydrogen peroxide. I just grabbed a little spray nozzle off of another cleaner, and it fits perfectly on the hydrogen peroxide. So that was a win. Sprayed it down like thoroughly. I really wanted to get any stains that are on the mattress or anything like that, and then sprinkled it with baking soda. The reason I really want to do this while they were gone is this is normally something like when I do their bedding and stuff, I know I have to start in the morning and have it done by the evening so they can go to bed. And this, I knew I could do the mattress and leave it until the next day and not have to worry about littles having to go to bed. So that was really my goal. I still started this right away in the morning though. That way it had as long as possible to really set in and work.
This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night. The drinking well I'm by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that.
I also thought this would be a really good opportunity to clean their rug as well. So that is going to be going on today. I have been absolutely loving the washable rugs. However, here is my caveat to that. As much as I love the washable rugs, I have noticed the big washable rugs, at least for my washing machine, don't fit really well. However, they still clean really well with a carpet shampooer. So still love them. And when it comes to the ones I have like in the bathrooms and the laundry room, and I actually just got one for the kitchen, they're awesome because especially bathrooms, I'm someone like when I deep clean a bathroom, I want to wash the rug. Like, it's a bathroom. I'm sure you guys get it. Like, it just needs to get done. But since I'm in here anyway, I just wanted to dust everything down. The ceiling fan, actually, I keep forgetting to clean. Like, for months now, it's embarrassing how long I keep forgetting to clean their ceiling fan. But I'm not in the room on a regular basis. You guys know me, like, I like going into my kids' rooms and giving it that mommy reset. However, their room is not my responsibility. So for the most part, I don't go in here on a regular basis. Normally, this is the kids' job. They vacuum, they dust, they make their beds, they do all the things, and then twice a month, I come in and try to give it a more thorough cleaning. But otherwise, I do think it's really important for the kids to keep up on their own stuff. I often get asked about this little ceiling fan cleaner. I actually found this at Lowe's a couple years ago. It was one of those things that was like at the end of a aisle in like one of those little end caps, and it works really well. I still prefer the method of using a pillowcase to clean them off. but I did not feel like getting on the ladder to clean this one. So we grabbed that little tool and it works perfect. I love, love, love that thing when it comes to getting at a fan, but not wanting to either stand on the bed or the table or a ladder or something like that. But like I said, going in and cleaning this rug, it felt so good to just get like everything in this room done. It smells better, it looks better, all the things. Plus, since they were out of town, I've been able to enjoy a beautifully clean kids' room for a while now because it didn't get destroyed right away. Real life of being a mom. Nothing usually ever stays clean, but this room has stayed clean because no one goes in there.
I wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Time to figure out what this could be. I dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for.
Also, if you're curious why the kids are still out of town in this video, yet school has also started, little behind the scenes. I'm actually been trying to film a little bit extra every single week for you guys because when baby's born, I want to be able to take a couple weeks off and everything, but I still want to make sure you guys are getting content. And I know so many people hate marathon videos that I still will probably put one up, but I didn't want to like overdo it with marathon videos for you guys because some of you love them, some of you hate them, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit of both. So I have been filming ahead. That way, after having major abdominal surgery, I can take a couple weeks off. But this was the garage, which was still a mess from the bedroom makeover. If you guys missed that, go watch it. So good. Absolutely love the way our bedroom turned out. But whenever I do a big makeover like that, especially since it was just me home doing it, the house gets neglected, which I'm sure you guys understand. And I knew I had to clean up this garage, especially before Bobby got home and saw that I had used all of his tools and stuff because he didn't know I was doing that makeover. So I just wanted to clean all this up. We always save our spare wood though because we always find something to do with it. If it's even as simple as just like burning it and using it at my parents' house in their fire pit. But usually spare wood is always used for some sort of project. Bobby actually uses a lot of spare wood when we do holiday decorating because often he's like building things or something to go along with the decorations. So I just put it to the side. We use what we can use, and then anything extra we end up, like I said, we'll take to like my parents' house for the burn pit. I'm also working on getting all the recyclables dealt with. So usually I am that mom and wife that when it comes to recyclables and garbage, I will like put it in the garage and then I let the kids or Bobby deal with it. But with them being gone, I actually have to do it myself. So I was doing that. And then I also noticed that this door was just filthy. If you guys have a husband that is super handy, I'm sure this is not an unusual sight when it comes to like a garage or a workshop. He is always working on something. He's such a hard worker, but this door had just gotten filthy. The inside stays pretty clean because I pay more attention to it. But this outside definitely was really, really dirty. And look at this. This inner edge of the door just like caked on. That is why I love this Zep cleaner though. It's a Zep wall cleaner, but I use it all over the house. Actually, you're going to see me using it later in the like sliding glass door area, and it works really, really well in there as well. But I'm definitely trying to make sure to stay on top of switching over the laundry. That was the other thing about them being gone that was nice is I was able to wash their pillows. And pillows, if you guys ever wash your pillows, you know the washing part isn't that hard, but actually getting it dry can take forever. However, I did just learn a new thing, which is going to probably sound really silly because this seems like it should have been common sense. But like when I use my dryer, I would always just like turn it on, put it to normal or extra dry or something like that. And then I still felt like sometimes either my comforters, towels, things like that didn't get all the way dry, so I'd run it again. I just saw the other day someone mentioning how their dryer had like a dry, something to sense if the stuff was dry. So if the outer area of your pillow or the outer area of your comforter was dry, it would end the drying cycle. Don't ask me how I didn't realize that new washers and dryers did this, but I did not. So now instead of setting it to normal, when I do towels or comforters or pillows, I actually set it for 60 minutes so that it actually dries the full 60 minutes. It has made the biggest difference in the world. And I know that sounds crazy, but it has.
With you by my side, if you're in, meet me here tonight.
So I wanted to take a quick second and share the recipes I've been making lately for my matcha. You guys know, since being pregnant, coffee is like, I don't know, it's not an aversion. It's just like, I have no interest in it. And considering I would drink 1 or 2 lattes a day that I would make at home, it's kind of been a big deal not having any coffee. However, I have been drinking matcha lately. And okay, so if you are one of these people that have tried matcha before and you're like, because I was one of those people, I want you to try these recipes, but also the type of matcha you are drinking makes a huge, huge difference. I have definitely learned. So this first recipe is my matcha latte. It's my white chocolate matcha latte. This thing is amazing, and I may not go back to coffee after baby's born. All right, so like I said, this is my white matcha latte. It is so good. I like a lot of ice in it just because I want it to stay cold. The whole time I am sipping through it. And then I use a sugar-free white chocolate syrup. You can add as much or as little as you like. It really depends on how sweet you like it. I only do about 2 pumps. And then I add in my vanilla coconut milk, which is amazing. But I don't know if you are like me and you've seen like the matcha all over the place, and the health benefits of matcha is like undeniable. The antioxidants in it, that's good for your hair, your skin, your nails, your metabolism. But the key part of it is having a good matcha. So this is the Sun Goddess Matcha by Peak. It is a ceremonial grade matcha, which I think was my issue when I first started trying matcha, is I did not realize how important the quality of your matcha was. And this being a ceremonial grade is so important and has made a huge difference. When I make my latte, I do like to put a little bit of milk in with the matcha. That way it gets like a really frothy, foamy, like almost like a cold foam type consistency that I put on top. It is very important though to whisk your matcha with not boiling water but hot water. That way it doesn't get clumpy or anything. That's another mistake that I think I made in the past, and this has definitely helped so much. This has been great though just for energy levels. This is like drinking coffee. It has the caffeine like coffee, but it also has lithium. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I will put the word on the screen. But what I've learned is good about that is it actually helps your body metabolize it in such a better way that you're not getting that crash like you would with coffee, and it's a more like relaxed, stable energy throughout the day. However, if you guys follow me, you know my obsession with the Starbucks strawberry drink. Well, I've learned how to make it at home, which you guys know I'm all about saving money, and it is so good. So I just get strawberries frozen from the grocery store, blend that up, and then I obviously make my matcha like before, warm water, whisk it together, put the pureed strawberries at the bottom, lots of ice once again because I like it really cold. And then I'm using the strawberry lemonade on top. And then you add the matcha in. It is amazing. I do want to give a big thanks to Peak for partnering with me on today's video. For a limited time, you guys can get up to 15% off, as well as the rechargeable frother and the glass when you shop my link, and I will have that all listed in the description box below.
Hours from dawn as I'm driving at night, waiting to get somewhere. What can go wrong when we say it outright? I really wish you were here. People seem to know just where they're heading, while you and I just feel like we're pretending.
So the time away while Bobby and the boys were in Wisconsin was actually really, really nice because I was still working and stuff and obviously taking care of Freya and everything. But it still felt so relaxing because I was able to like do things like make buttered noodles for dinner or a PB&J sandwich or stuff simple like that, because Freya honestly would prefer those things. So having those like girl dinners and not having to focus on dinner and stuff, and little things like that just were really, really nice. Plus going to bed and waking up just kind of whenever. It's funny because not a lot of my schedule changed, but there's certain things that I do when Bobby and the boys are home that I just like didn't do this like 2 weeks that felt just way more relaxed. So yes, I was still working and stuff and getting things done, obviously. It was also just a nice little break. Freya and I had a lot of girl time. We ate ice cream in bed and watched princess movies and things like that. And it was just really nice. It was nice that Bobby and the boys got to have a really fun trip to Wisconsin. They got to see their grandparents. Bobby got to see some of his friends and things like that. And then Freya and I just got to chill and have mommy-daughter time. I also think it's really important right now to have some of that mommy-daughter bonding time because Freya is the baby currently. So I know once little baby is born, it's going to be a big change for her. Obviously, it's a change for the boys too, but they've been down this road before, where for her, she's going from being the baby and being the only girl to not being the baby anymore, and maybe not the only girl. We don't know yet, obviously. So it was really, really, really nice just to have some mommy-daughter hangout and bonding time, just the two of us. And yeah, just really get some good bonding time. I know, like I said, Bobby and the boys got some really good father-son time together. Plus they got to hang out with their grandparents and stuff. So as much as it would have been nice to go to Wisconsin this year, I just definitely knew that traveling this far along was something that I was not willing to do. And it turned out really nice. It turned out to work that me staying home with Freya and Bobby going up was just kind of nice for everyone to get to have some special bonding moments that we don't normally get to do, especially if we even go on a trip as a family, then it's still very much the same dynamic. So changing this up was really, really nice. So cleaning my stainless, I love using the Spray Away Stainless Cleaner, but I have learned it's actually so much better to spray your rag rather than spraying the appliance, because sometimes when you spray the appliance, you feel like you are buffing forever, like absolutely forever to get it all the way buffed out and shiny and stuff. Where I've learned if I spray the rag, I will wipe the side that like has the product on it first and buff it in really, really well. But then I flip the rag to a drier side and it just gives it a much cleaner, more polished look, and it doesn't take nearly the amount of time.
So sick of love. I'm tired of always see the better in people or the things that
This stove was in desperate need of a really good cleaning. I had made something the day before that had boiled over and I forgot, and then made a frozen pizza for Freya and ended up having fire alarms in the house going off because of the smoke that it was making. So I knew this had to go on the to-do list because I cook and bake all the time. So the stove being or oven being dirty is like not okay. Look how gross this is. If you notice, in the very, very beginning of cleaning the kitchen, I sprayed my oven cleaner in here. That way it had time to sit and everything. Usually though, when it's a really bad burnt over like this, it takes more than one go around. I've tried leaving oven cleaner on overnight, but I feel like it doesn't work as well as doing it in layers. It's like the oven cleaner dries and then just doesn't clean it as well. So I sprayed it on, let it sit, scrubbed it, and then I ended up spraying it again. I don't show me cleaning it again because I let it sit there for a while, but definitely going in and like letting it work in layers, I feel like is really, really important. I don't love scrubbing. I know there's so many like DIY ways of doing it where you can use like vinegar and baking soda and make a paste and all that stuff. I just find that it never works as well as just using the oven cleaner. And often I'm just looking for the easiest way possible. So yes, oven cleaner. Now, if you do get the fume free, it really is a good fume-free option. But I do prefer just the original. I like my all-natural products, like my products from the wellness store and stuff like that. I love them, but there are just times you need something like bleach or oven cleaner to get the job done. And then I'm just quickly going in and using my wet dry vacuum to mop up the floors. So I run this pretty much every single day in the main areas of my house. But otherwise, I do use my robot vacuum every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Really just depends on how bad the floors are. And for me, these make the biggest difference in the world when it comes to saving time because my floors are always dirty. When you've got kids and pets, like, floors are gonna get dirty. That's just life when you are a busy family. So having this where I can mop and vacuum all at the same time is a game changer for me. I love my wet dry vacuum. Also, I'm showing you guys this. So I don't often show this because I feel like it gets monotonous, but I always have people that are newer to my channel that may not realize. So I do put my chairs on the counters to mop and stuff, and I always have people ask questions about that, but whenever I take them down, I do rewash the counter. I know some people always get questiony about that. But this is that rug I was saying I got for the kitchen. It's another washable rug. I love the colors of this. I got a new one because the one that was by the sink, I've washed it so many times that it's just getting really worn, and I don't think it's one that's supposed to go in the washing machine, but let's be realistic. Like, it's in the kitchen, it gets dirty, it needs to get washed. So I did get another washable rug. Love the colors of this rug. And then I got a runner so that it filled more of the kitchen. And I really like the warmth and everything that it brings to the area. All right, the next thing on my to-do list was this track for the sliding glass door between the dog room and the main living area of the house. I actually had one of you guys tell me the other day that this needs to get cleaned, and it was on my list. It's just one of those things of I hadn't gotten to it but today was the day. I was getting in there and I was getting it clean. First step though is always to give it a really good vacuuming first. I will do it with a like skinny tip head to get into all the cracks, but then I also do like using the horsehair brush to pull at all the hair and stuff that just collects on these door hinges. Actually, way back when we got the windows put in, we actually looked into getting this sliding glass door and the sliding glass door that goes into the pool area replaced. And we ended up not doing it because they quoted us, no joke, for 2 sliders, like $20,000. And I'm like, yeah, no. Like literally the 2 sliders were a little bit cheaper than all the windows in the house. Now, I do know these are like large sliders, bigger than just like going to Home Depot, Lowe's, and getting what's in stock for sliders. But to me, that was just insane. So we did not replace these sliders. And I honestly don't see us replacing these sliders. Bobby and I have said we don't see this as our forever home. We love this home. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, quick before and after, reminding you guys what it looked like before because I was very, very happy with the way it turned out when I got the after. But so I have said how we don't see this house being our forever house. We really want to get land. We love the idea of homesteading and having more animals and things like that. The freedom of our kids being able to go outside and play and not be worried about some random person deciding that our 11-year-old is too young to be playing alone in the front yard. And I know that sounds silly, but for you parents out there, you get it. Nowadays, if your kids are like under the age of 16, you can't send them to the park without the fear of some, I hate to say Karen, but I swear I have nothing against Karens. My grandmother's name is Karen. But just so you guys get the point, someone complaining that kids are being kids nowadays. So those are like little reasons why like I love the idea of getting land. Like my kids can have dirt bikes. They love dirt bikes. It's one of the things that they're doing while they're in Wisconsin. Bobby's friend has dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, and the kids love it, and things like that. So with that in mind, that we don't see this being our forever home, I don't see us spending the money to replace these sliders just because I don't see the return on investment, and that is obviously really important to us, especially when you're talking about that kind of money. Now, I do think we could probably go to a company that would have been a lot cheaper because we did spend a little bit more money on the windows in our house for the pure fact that they were all lifetime warranty, hurricane graded. Like they're really good windows. So that company definitely ran a little bit more expensive, but yeah. So for now, we will just keep up with keeping them clean, keeping the track clean, and I think that is good enough. But back into the boys' bedroom. So that top layer that you guys saw earlier actually zips off. So I didn't show, I actually took that off and threw it in the washer when I had a chance, and then did the whole peroxide and baking soda thing again on the like foam portion of this mattress. This is where I'm having issues, and I think part of it has got to be the foam because it looks so bad underneath here, and I have tried everything to get this staining out, and it turns yellow no matter literally what's been spilled, which is why I think part of it is the foam, because if the kids, I've literally had the kids spill Code Red Mountain Dew and the foam turned yellow. Like, obviously, that was the spill through the mattress protector, the top layer of the mattress, and then onto the foam, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you guys have a hint of getting rid of that, it doesn't bother me horribly because when I put this zippered part of the mattress back on, it looks great. Like, stain-free, bright white, love the way it looks, but it's just annoying to me. So any hints of getting rid of that staining, I will take it because it drives me crazy. And I've tried everything like peroxide, baking soda. You saw me using my carpet shampooer with a stain remover, like all the things. And I swear it just, I cannot get it out, and it's on both mattresses. So yeah, any hints, leave them down below. I will take all the advice.
I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink.
Also, if you couldn't tell already by the outfit change, this was the next day, so it gave everything a lot of time to really dry and absorb before I moved on. But into my room, because I had done the boys' bedding the day before, and I actually had done Freya's also, but once again, I didn't show that, but I did her bedding along with doing the boys' bedding. I wanted to do Bobby and my bedding and get all of this really clean. Whenever I do this, I often will throw the pillows into the closet just purely because I don't want to see them like just laying around. I did learn though recently that if you take your bigger comforters and fold them in thirds in like a not like, I cannot think, like accordion fold type way, that they wash better. And I have noticed a really big difference in my like really thick fuzzy blanket, that when I do the accordion fold, that it really does help with the cleaning. I think it's the way it like unravels in the washing machine that it cleans it better. I'm not 100% sure. I just know it works. So yeah, I've been doing that lately, and definitely worth a try. You literally just fold it in thirds and then accordion fold it again in like thirds or fourths, depending on the size of your bedding. And the soap just gets through it a lot better. So yeah, little hint there, definitely makes a big difference.
Me in my place. No, I don't wanna waste no precious time. Don't waste no precious time. Go back to my place. Don't waste no precious time. Go back to my place. Don't waste no precious time. Go back to my place. Don't waste no precious time. Go back to my place. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over.
Also, you guys know me. I am not a fan of laundry. I try to get on a really good routine with laundry. And I'm getting better. It also helps that the kids are getting older. But I often will have clean laundry in the baskets for a couple of days just because I don't love not drying. I don't love putting it away. So this was about 2 or 3 days worth of laundry that I'm like, okay, I've got to put it away. I've got to organize it out. And I know this is like one of those things for me, especially, is one of those areas of cleaning that I need to work on and get better with. I just have such a hard time. It's one of those things of like most monotonous chores I can deal with. Unloading the dishwasher, washing the counters, like they're very monotonous, but I feel like I can see the reasoning behind it better, where the monotony of laundry, I have a harder time getting behind it. And I think we all have those in our life though. Like, I think we all have those things, especially when it comes to cleaning, that we can just admit to ourselves we don't enjoy doing and gets put more on the back burner than other areas. Moving into our bathroom wasn't horrible, but I really wanted to go in and give it a really good dusting and cleaning and everything. The nice thing about cleaning when it was just me and Freya is I felt like I could go in and do a much deeper cleaning and things just lasted longer because it was just the two of us. So really enjoying this. Oh, also, I don't know how many of you guys are on this. I have seen water picks for your teeth. on my social media so much the past like couple months, and I have not pulled the trigger. I'm actually really glad I didn't, because my mom ended up getting an extra one, crazily enough, and she's like, hey, I already have one of these. Do you want this? And it's like a really like nice one, not just the rechargeable ones, but like an actual get from a dentist type water pick. I have been loving that thing, and I am like huge on dental hygiene. And I'm huge on dental hygiene because I hate going to the dentist. That sounds horrible, but I do. I am one of those people that have huge anxiety about going to any type of doctor. Like, even when I'm pregnant, like, it's the one thing I hate doing. I hate having to call doctors, hate having to go to doctors, hate having to go to the dentist. Love this thing. Absolutely love the water pick. Definitely something you need to get used to, especially like while being pregnant. My gums always bleed when I'm pregnant, which I guess is very, very common. But my teeth feel so clean. And like I said, I am like picky when it comes to cleaning my teeth, because I don't want to have any issues whatsoever that would make it that I have to call a dentist and go in and see them more than I need to. So yeah, if you have been considering a water pick, I highly, highly recommend that. I also had someone ask me the other day how I clean the things in the bathroom that aren't as much fun to clean. So your trash can, your plunger, and your toilet bowl brush thing. So that's what I was doing before. That's how I always do it. I put it in my shower, I give it all a good rinse down, and then spray it with a really good disinfectant. And I let it sit, rinse it later, and don't take it out of the shower till it's dried. That to me is the easiest way to do it, is just doing it that way. The toilet bowl brush though, because you'll see when I actually go back to cleaning the toilet, because I let the actual brush drip dry into the toilet, it's never that bad. So if you ever have like that buildup in your toilet brush holder or anything like that, I highly recommend starting when you clean your toilet. And like I said, you'll see, I just like hold it onto the toilet seat area, and it stays there until the next time someone goes into the bathroom and needs to use it. But usually it's completely dry, and then you just put it back in. And I never have that like yellow nasty stuff at the bottom of my toilet brush holder. So that is my big hint. And the brush is naturally getting cleaned because I'm cleaning the toilet, so it's getting all that cleaner on it and everything. So it just keeps it from smelling funky or anything like that. I have seen people though put a little bit of like Lysol or Pine Sol in their brush holder to help with any smells in their bathroom that way also. I've just never seen a reason to do it. I've always had really good luck with just making sure I let that piece drip dry into the toilet.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, if you are new here, subscribe. I would love if you would join me. Plus, when you subscribe and hit that notification bell, it just tells you whenever I post a new video. Also, like, comment, share this video with a friend. And don't forget, if you have been interested in matcha or are already obsessed with it, to check out my link in the description below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.